Peace, everybody. This is Kaishin with the Fortified Fitness and Strength channel. Welcome to the channel, or if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm out here at night. Haven't had a chance to record this introductory part in the daytime, but here's the bottom line to this. I have decided to enter a powerlifting competition this November. That's not that big a deal. The weird part about this is I'm training at Planet Fitness. Which some of you, if you've been to my channel recently, you know that's where I've been going since the gyms opened up after some of the restrictions let up here in Maryland, like I'm sure they have wherever you may be living around the country or outside the U.S. if that's where you happen to be. So I'm taking this on as kind of a fun challenge. It's not like anything I've done. I've been powerlifting competitively since 2008. So I've been doing this 12 years. And maybe I should say I've been doing powerlifting meets. I don't know if I've been competitive or not. But anyway, I'm going to be training at Planet Fitness for this thing, just to see how it goes. I'm just curious. The best I have access to there is a Smith machine. I know that's not the same as the barbell movements without being attached to a track. So we just want to see how it goes. Now, asterisk to the training at Planet Fitness part. One of my brothers does have a rack, a bench, and free weights in the basement of his home. So I'm going to visit him a few times before the meet. He lives in another part of the state. It's about an hour and some change away from where I live in Baltimore. So I will have a chance to actually use a barbell and just make sure I haven't forgotten how to walk out a squat and do a normal squat, normal bench, normal deadlift before the meet. So there's that little caveat there. But by and large, I'm going to be doing my training for this meet at Planet Fitness. If you want to see if this experiment is a terrible failure, or if it doesn't go as bad as it has every reason to go, keep watching. Thanks for watching. We're about to go into clips from week 1 of my training for this meet at Planet Fitness. It's the USAPL Winter Wrecker, by the way. It's a meet in Virginia, not too far past the Maryland-Virginia state line. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be November, I want to say 14th. That sounds right. I think so. Maybe the 12th. I don't know. But anyway, middle of November. Looking forward to it. Thanks for watching again. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let the video keep rolling. We're going straight to the workout clips. Peace. All right, we're in the gym now. And first thing I guess I should go over is some of the notations you see me using on the screen. For example, where you see the weight listed on this exercise, 180 pounds plus, that's because I'm using the Smith machine, so I know I can't call this weight 225. It's not 225 pounds. And also, I really don't trust the machine where I believe this machine says that the empty bar itself counts for 20 pounds of resistance. I don't know what it is. I know it's not 0, so I'm just counting the plate weight, basically. And so that's why you see that notation, 180 pounds plus. Also, and on the bottom line where you see that SM in parentheses, that just means Smith machine. It's just my way of reminding myself, and I guess letting you all know, if it's not obvious, if you can't see it just at a glance, that this is not a free weight exercise. I'm using the Smith machine for these. Also, you see that I'm still using the rest pause technique that is prescribed in dog crap or DC training. I'm not doing the DC program. I don't think it'd be fair to say that based on the tweaks that I've made to this program right now. But I do really still enjoy the rest pause technique as it prescribes, and I still do that on a lot of the exercises that I use in my training sessions. I do still basically also follow the training split. So I have 2 workouts per week. No, scratch that. I have 2 types of workouts that I do. In DC, they go A and B, and it basically breaks down to an upper body and a lower body. The way DC sets it up, it has you doing chest, triceps, shoulders, back width, back thickness on the A workout days. And on the B days, you do biceps, forearms, calves, and quads and hamstrings. That's generally how I'm still splitting my training and still training 3 days a week. The weeks when I go to my brother's house, I'm planning on just training 4 days those weeks, but we'll see how it goes. As long as I recover okay, and as long as I can continue to manage these sessions along with my work hours, which are sure to continue to get even crazier. If you haven't seen any of my videos where I mentioned this before, I do work for the Postal Service. Yes, I am a mailman. No, I don't get to drive one of the white trucks where I can just put mail in the box on the curbside every day. So I'm hiking anywhere from 6 to maybe 9 or more miles, depending on how much overtime I have. Hiking 6 to 9 miles for work 5 to 6 days a week, which is why you will probably never see a video of me doing anything that can be described as cardio, because as a general rule, I don't do cardio off the clock. And seeing that I'm doing this row where I actually reduce the weight, I should explain what I mean by an RP drop set. That's a rest pause drop set. Rest pause, by the way I'm doing them means I take a set to failure, or what feels like failure, meaning I can't do another rep with good technique. I'm going to get sloppy if I do another one, or it's just going to fail outright. And then I take about 10 deep breaths, maybe 11 or 12, probably 2 to 3 seconds per deep breath if you were to clock it. And then I go again, and I don't reduce the weight. However, I found that sometimes it's better to actually reduce the weight on that second round. And so if that's how it feels, that's what I roll with. So that's what a rest pause drop set is. It's about 10 to 12 deep breaths before I go again, and it also has a reduction in weight, as opposed to just a regular rest pause set, which would have 10 to 12 deep breaths between rounds you would call them, but the weight stays the same. A drop set by itself, at least the way I would do them, means you really only rest long enough to change the weight. So if it's on a machine, you're just changing the pin. If you're on a Smith machine or a barbell, you're just stripping plates and then getting right back after it. There's not a set time to pause or to break from the change in weight. You're just supposed to get under there as fast as you can after you get that weight off. Now in this exercise, this tricep press machine, this is the last exercise that I did in this training session. So you can see here, I'm back to just a regular rest pause, but I'm only doing 2 rounds and not dropping the weight. The DC rest pause normally has you do 3 rounds. You go once, rest, go again, rest, go again, and that's it for the set, 3 rounds. What I started doing since the last video is on some of these back exercises. Since I'm doing 2 back exercises in one session, I just do 2 rounds for each exercise. That's just another tweak that I made, which is why I don't say I'm doing dog crap, but I am still influenced by it. On to another day. We did squats last again, but I don't think we're always planning to do squats last. That's something else. Yeah, that's something else that we'll be doing. I'm not even sure why we did squats last, because that wasn't our plan on this day. And by we, I'm talking about myself and my wife, Kimberly, who you may have met if you saw my last upload. She's the one holding the camera for all of these. So gotta acknowledge Kimberly. Thank you, dear. I appreciate everything. And we got another video coming soon that'll have some of what Kimberly's been doing in the gym and the journey she's on recovering from a stroke and trying to get strength and muscular endurance and all that kind of stuff back. She's made a lot of progress, but check out the last video. I guess I should put a link to it somewhere. Check out that last video if you want to meet her and see what she's been up to. So this is what I've been looking forward to the whole week. Seeing what a squat with 4 plates felt like on a Smith machine. I had done, I think, what would look like 385 if it was on a regular bar. So that would be what, 340 plus the bar. Here is 360 plus whatever the bar is. So I know this isn't 405, but I hadn't gone this heavy yet since I'd been at Planet Fitness. Now, to me, these squats look terrible. I think they're too loose. I feel like I'm too loose in the middle. I'm going a lot deeper than I need to and deeper than I realized I was going when I did them. So that I'm not happy about. But the weight moved fine. I really felt like I could have done 7 reps on that previous set. This is one of the first times that I think the mask actually became a factor, because it was harder for me to breathe as I got deeper into this set. I think if I didn't have that mask on, I would have got at least 10 reps here, to be quite honest. Since I've did this session, since this was recorded, I do have a new mask from the Under Armour mask that so far seems to be a difference maker. You can take a much deeper breath in that Under Armour mask, so you'll be seeing that in future videos. I'm not mad about the mask requirement. I know that's a big point of controversy around the country, and I'm not going to get into that controversy here. This is the rule for the gym. I'm used to it because I wear a mask at work. I mean, I'm out in the heat delivering mail. I don't have the mask pulled up when I'm at work unless people are around, but on a lot of my blocks, people are out on the whole block, so I'll be delivering a whole block with a mask on, and I've been surviving. So wearing it in the gym to me isn't a big deal. But on that one squat set, it did make a difference. And by the way, if it seemed like that squat session was a lot shorter, it really wasn't as far as elapsed time. I also did some abdominal stuff and some calves that, quite honestly, I just felt like it was going to make this video a lot longer than I wanted it to be, so I didn't include that. But I think I'm going to do a separate video about the abdominal, calf, and just other stuff that I've been doing, because I know I'm not doing a lot of the lifts that I would like to if I had a bar, a free bar. I know that I'm not working some of the stabilizers that would get worked under normal training circumstances. So I'm trying to pay extra attention to things that I might neglect other times. Abs, calves, rear delts, obliques, stuff like that, where I'm trying to make sure I cover all the bases. Remember, this is the Fortified Fitness and Strength channel. 40, the number 40. That's because I'm getting old. I'm 44 years old. My wife is 40 years old. I don't want to overlook things. I want to make sure I pay attention to details. I can't take things for granted like I did back when I was 34 or 28 or whatever. So we're just making sure that we touch on everything. There's only a minute or two, I think, left in this video. After this exercise here, I'm doing a cable pull down drop set, and that should be the end of the video, which is fitting because we did that in the gym as they were closing, like a minute to close, and they actually flicked the lights on and off during that set, so that's kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, my plan, just work every muscle group. Get every muscle group as strong as possible using what I have available to me. Gain a few pounds if I can. I'm sitting at 214 pounds right now, which is up about 4 pounds since the last video I did. I have been off work this past week, and honestly, when I'm not working, it's a whole lot easier for me to put weight on, because I'm just not as active. There's no way I'm going to duplicate the amount of activity that I have on a work day if I'm not at work. I'm not hiking 6 or 8 miles just to maintain my normal activity rate. That's part of the plan. Also trying to look out for connective tissue and make sure I get more rest than I have been. Sleeping at least 6 hours a night. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's more than I've been doing. And in a lot of cases, I think at least 7 will be possible. So that's what we're shooting for. And then, as I said at the beginning, visiting my brother's house probably every other week for the first 6 weeks or so of this prep, and then every week for the last, maybe, there go the lights, every week for maybe the last 4 or 5 weeks, just to make sure that I remember how to do the lifts and to gauge where I am, so I know what attempts to select come meet day. As I said, this is an experiment, so I'm really doing this for fun. But I would love to hear what you think about it. If you think I'm crazy, if you have any suggestions, ideas, whatever it is, leave it in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please click that thumbs up. Please click the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again. Peace.